we're back. Making sure that the sound works. Sound does work. Alright, good. Back. It's been about a week or so because I had to study. But we're back. Gosh. A better than slightly more than halfway grade on my next chapter. We're working on a new system where basically I will study a chapter for a week. Then I'll take the test at the end of the week. Then that'll be the grade. That will have baseline grade. Move on to the next chapter until we get through the entire book. Then we'll go back to our chapters that I was not strong in, and then we'll deal with that and try to bring up our grades, and eventually get to the point where we can take the A plus test. But anyway, back to work. Chrono's doing stuff. Everybody's doing stuff. Finally back. Almost Memorial Day. Gonna fight this freelancer. Go fight this freelancer. Oh shoot! A bomb exploded. How much was that? Okay. Oh crap! They got like elemental attacks. Oh my gosh! The difficulty seems to have taken a turn. The Aura World and quick. Oh my goodness. That was crazy stuff, man. Oh, because it was a Roly Bomber. So that's what happened. Really bombed him. Okay, it's not causing much damage at all. Try a Leaf Slash. Dang it. No much at all. Try Isosaur, go. Yeah. Take that. Now we're talking. Just a magnet defense. That's fine. Anyway, let's see here. That we did a Windy Story. I'm still trying to remember what we did before. Windy Story. The computer story. Computer story continuing. Basically, yeah, we had two awesome computers. Found a Chrono's leveled up. Excellent. GPX 260. I read it over the week. I looked at it in more detail. It's not a GPX 280. It's a GPX 260. So it's definitely not the same as the other one. Chrono has gone up 5 levels. That's awesome. Not the same as I thought it would be, but it's still really good. And the price is right. They're like $50. Maybe a little bit less compared to the several $100 that the newer ones are. So not really a bummer. Well, Lori Bomber's gone. I wanted to get that freelancer. Thank you. But anyway, so we've been doing that. We've been doing all kinds of stuff over there, getting that together. 6 points. $190. Seeing both. I call them big fan and little fan. The big fan is the one with the big fan on top. Little fan is the one with the little fan on the side. Both are custom computers. So yeah, you can't really go by brand name on these guys. Let's attack it. It's not that big a deal. You can take it. Doesn't cause that much damage. 3 tech points. $100. Very nice. So yeah, and big fan is going to do well, especially with this GTX 260. It's going to do just fine. It's very nice stuff. A lot of good stuff in it is going to do just fine. The little fan is doing better than it was before. Because little fan, as I said before, they whoever put that in kind of half behind it. 140 points, 3 tech points, fine $90. Half did not a good job on it because basically they had like you in a motherboard. Okay, when you put a motherboard in a computer, Get the really bummer. You put a motherboard in a computer. You use there's like several ways you can do stuff. You mount it. Well, the way they decided to mount this thing, I guess they were on a budget or being cheap or whatever. But they had there was like six. There's like six places for screws. No, no, nine places for screws. There are three. There's a row of three holes, three check points. $100. There are three. There are three. There are three rows of three holes. Screw holes in this thing. Attack early bomber. There are three rows of screw holes, of three screw holes on this thing, and the first three closest to the back of the computer were screwed. Yeah, they have these actual metallic stands you put in. Right. You put in, you screw into the motherboard, so then you can screw the motherboard in, and the motherboard's not touching the metal on the bottom of on the side of the computer. All right, or the computer's case. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do it. No, that's the best way to do it, at least as far as I'm concerned. There are other ways you can do it. If you want to, you can have these stands. You can have these little stands that are basically, you basically push. Instead of screwing them in, these stands you screw into the side of the computer case where the motherboard is, and they basically you press down on that, and these clamps will push through the whole screw holes of the motherboard and come out and then open up. So then if they're good ones, they won't move. It won't move. But unfortunately, in my opinion, it takes more work to do that than just get screw stands, screw them into the motherboard, then screw those stands. Brother, what's going on here? Oh, bad guys. Right. So you screw those. Yeah, I'd rather just screw them in. So what happened was someone had put the three screw stands into the motherboard case, into the computer case, and screwed the motherboard in that way. Then used three screws. Then used six pairs of pretty cheap looking uh, pegs, I guess, or whatever they are, peg stands. Put them into the other two rows, so that the thing was all wobbly and everything. So that's not good. You can't have a wobbly motherboard, an unstable motherboard, because that can cause a lot of problems. What the heck is that guy doing? Slashing knees all over the place. That's great stuff. A groupie. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Though, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with, I can accept groupies of just about any size. 462 experience points, 10 tech points, $520. Frog gets leveled up. I'm okay with groupies of any size. Uh, you know, actually, a full-figured and curvaceous groupie would be interesting. But yeah, when they're coming at you with swords and stuff, that's not good. Come on, get ready. Get these guys out. Anyway, so yeah, these guys messed around. Okay, so basically, I basically took all the, we took he had taken the computer down because it was having all kinds of weird problems. So we took the computer down. Yeah, totally dismantled that thing. Took the motherboard out. But he's like, my boss, Mr. Mark, wanted to save the motherboard because it looked pretty good. So we saved the motherboard. Well, we threw the computer case out and everything else. Just put everything else away. And I decided to get rid of those little stands. Oh shoot! Okay, I need to heal my guys. Get rid of those little stands, and I did. And and I did because they were just not good. But then finally we got the chance to. I got decided. Mr. Mark decided like let me. Well, look for another case. You couldn't find it. So Mr. Mark said, well, decided. Me and Mr. Mark decided to try to use the old thing, but maybe it was if we put screw metallic screw stands in, then maybe that'll help it be okay. And it worked. And it worked. The thing is a lot more stable now than it used to be. So yeah, I took out all those worn away peg stands, put in screw stands on those other rows, and then screwed the thing in all nice and secure. So it's working a lot better now. I'm looking forward to seeing it how it does. Now we found out we got a sound driver. That was the only issue with that. We got a sound driver. That was the issue. So now we got that together. And I'm gonna have to say, see you guys next time on the next episode of Hero Comics Chrono Trigger. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt. Let's see my stuff on there. See you next.